Hello everyone once again and welcome to TPCFL Game Time, Week 16, Bears, Vikings. We have one hell of a matchup for you here today. My name's Meter and I'm joined in the booth today by my good friend and colleague, Commando Slippy. How's it going today, Slippy?
It's going good, Meter. How's yourself doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much for asking. Shane's Gaming already dropping the host. Thank you so much. This guy's showing up every single week, supporting the team, supporting the community. Love it. You know what? What I'm guessing Shane's doing every time I see him in a stream is he's scouting.
It's always good to know if he is or not.
Now, of course, we have two amazing competitors here today. We have our fellow broadcast partner, Colbus 1984, as the head coach and owner of the Chicago Bears. And he is very well known for an amazing punter, arguably, in my opinion, the best punter in the league. He is extremely good on the ground and great at mixing up his plays and keeping you on your toes. Great at coming back when he needs to. Absolute veteran in this league. Very, very strong. What do you expect to see here today from the Chicago Bears specifically as we see him on defense right now?
Well, like you mentioned, Colby's a very hard person to read, and he's never come into the games with a set game plan. He's always just different plays each week. You can't really read him.
And I cannot agree more. This is going to be one hell of a game as we see a little lateral out to the right side. Not able to pick up the inches they needed. In fact, I think it pushes them back. They're in a 3rd and 2 now as we take a quick pause. On the other side of the field, we're looking at the Minnesota Vikings, a staple in this league every single year. They're going to the playoffs, and Kiv Style, as the head coach, has been not once but twice the TPCFL champion, the only person who can say that they have that accolade. Extremely well done by him, and I am really excited to see these guys go against each other.
Yeah, it looks like we've got a bit of technical issues here right now.
We do. We'll blast right through them. We can chat briefly about this league while you're here. I want to give a shout out to chat here. Slippy, yourself dropping a host. Thanks, brother. MC Nally saying, hi, how are you? I'm doing outstanding any night that there's TPC football. It's going to be a great night. If you want to find out where we keep the stats and figures, where all of the teams are and the schedule, where you can watch, if you don't like where you're watching now, we broadcast on Mixer, we broadcast on Twitch, YouTube, and my personal Facebook page. Head on over to tpcfootball.com. There's a broadcast tab. That'll tell you everything you need to know there. There's also standings. There's the schedule. Anything you want, tpcfootball.com. Head on over there now. We are back to the action, 3rd and 2 now. Cousins fake handoff, and he is sacked way behind the line, all the way back to the 26-yard line. A loss of 8 puts them back from everything they had gained in the beginning. They ran it out of the end zone to the 26, made a little bit of headway forward, and now back to where they started on the 26, and they're going to be forced to punt this one away. Received, brought up the sidelines, a beautiful spin move and taken down at the 42, but a great return by Chicago, and that's going to be some great field position, awesome defense by Colbus. Trubisky now steps up to the line, I formation, one out to the left, the snap. Handoff fake, looking, and he is sacked way behind the line himself, all the way back to the 33. A loss of 10, and Hunter comes up huge, putting Trubisky into the ground.
This is the Vikings defense at its best right now, though. You never can predict that either.
That's very true. When you have a handoff fake, when you have that play action, doesn't give you a lot of time to get rid of the ball. And speaking of, that was not a fake. That was a straight handoff, and Cohen picking up 11 yards, making up what they lost and then some. Well done, and I mentioned it early. I'll mention it again. I'll probably mention it a couple more 100 times this game. The running game of the Bears is so important to how they play. and it's going to be a huge factor in this game here today, whether they can get it going or can't. So far, off to a good start. Snap here, looking, thrown over the middle. This one almost picked off, just falling off his fingertips. And a great block. Absolutely well done. Harrison Smith, his 8th year in the league, coming up with a stop there that forces the 3 and out. Really the sack, I might say, forced that 3 and out. Going for the coffin corner kick. Way out to the sidelines, and it falls into his arm, but he steps out of bounds. That looked like a little bit of EA physics there.
No, his foot did step out just.
Bear with me just a moment. I'm going to reset our stream here because the sounds are just a little bit ahead right now. We don't want that. That looks better. There we go. One out to the left, offensive line very strong and trailing off to the right side. One in the backfield. Cousins directly behind the center, takes the snap. Handoff out to the left side. He's got all sorts of room. 2 guys way in the backfield. A beautiful spin move. Jukes out 3 guys at once. And he's taken down at the 31-yard line. What an amazing play there. Oh, my goodness.
That's one thing.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go on. Oh, I was going to say one thing about the Vikings run game as well. It's just one of those things like you think you can prepare for it, but then whack, just like that, up the side. Beautiful.
Extremely well-run route. Well done. Great blocking, and that's really what gave it to him there. A beautiful stutter step there by Cook to get past the first guy, but a second fills the hole and knocks him down at the 32-yard line. Shout out Orange Ocelot over on YouTube, our YouTube stream, just saying, hey, Orange Ocelot, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget, drop a subscribe because we do this every single week, and this is week 16 of 17 before we head to the most exciting time in football, the playoffs. Beautiful pass here over to the left side, picks up 19. Cousins coming up big there as we head just below 2 minutes here left in the first. The ball moves down to the 50-yard line. Minnesota Slippy seems to be moving the ball significantly better than A, their first time having it, and B, way better than Chicago was.
Yeah, it seems like he's warming up a bit now.
You know what? That's a good point. It is still very early in this game. Both these teams getting their feet under them and maybe testing the waters a bit.
There's also a long rivalry between these two as well you've got to take into account.
Very true. Both of these guys, veterans in the league. As we see a 16-yard pass to Diggs, move the ball all the way to the 34. Very well done. Storied rivalry. Colby broke into this league, head coach of the New Orleans Saints, then took over Chicago when he got a better offer over there. That was the team that his heart wanted to play for anyway, and he has just thrived no matter where you put him. Colby is a fighter.
I couldn't disagree more with you there, Mida. Each season he gives it his all.
And how is that a disagreement?
I owe a lot to Colbus as well, because he helped train me when I first started the league. I was really bad, and Colby actually took the time to sit and practice with me.
I 100% agree. I can say the same of me, absolutely no doubt. Oh, and rushing right up the middle and taken down. Smith again with his second sack. He has 3 tackles on the day. Not even out of the first quarter yet. 2 of them are sacks. This time for a loss of 7. And when you're breathing on the goal on the line of the red zone and you're knocked all the way back to the 40, 3rd and 16, what does that do to you mentally?
It is mentally draining because obviously you think, oh, I've got this push going. I'm going to get that touchdown, and then wham, going back the way.
Cousins now in the shotgun, one flanking on either side, two to the right, one to the left. The snap, thrown out to the right side in a double coverage, and this one swatted out of the air. What a great defensive play. You know, I gotta say, that was an absolutely huge sack, because now this field goal is going to be very difficult, if not impossible. We're gonna see right now as they line up for a huge long kick. That's 52 yards. Oh, and it bounces off the front of the end post, and it goes in. Just the tip, just barely it went in. Maybe it bounced off the camera. That was insane. They give him 3. And on top of that, that ends the first quarter. What a way to end it.
I'm shocked. I actually thought that bounced out.
I did too, but the ruling is it only has to cross. It doesn't have to fully go all the way through, so that must have been the case. Either that or it bounced off the camera, in which case that would count as a field goal as well. Chicago now down by 3. 3 seconds into the second. Tons of time. No need to panic. This is the time that the veterans come out and show exactly what they're all about. This is the time when you give an answer to what just happened. This throw over to the right side and almost picked off.
Very lucky there.
2nd and 10 now. From the 21, Colby here. A first down would really start this drive out nicely. Handoff fake, backing up, throwing out over to the left side, and this one out of the reach of his man. That one, even if he didn't have some great defense covering, probably wouldn't have made it into Gabriel's palms. Third and 10 now after back-to-back incompletions. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right. A man just off to the right. Trubisky in the shotgun takes the snap, backing up, throwing over the middle. And this one swatted out of the air again. Another diving play. This Minnesota defense is unstoppable right now.
You can't fault the way that Kiv plays with his defense.
That's an extremely good point. He is so strong on his defense, and right now he's showing how you become the 2-time TPCFL champion. It all starts with a defense, in my opinion. This one, a punt very deep, but they were backed up pretty far. The return out to the 35 before he's finally taken down. Cousins now directly behind the center. Cook in the backfield. Handoff to him, trying to get out to the left side. Too many guys. He shakes the first and is taken down in the backfield. That was a gain of 1. Not a lot going there. Now, Slippy, I got to say, I'm kind of surprised on the last drive attempt that Chicago had 3 straight throws, not even attempted a run.
I wonder if Colby's thinking that, all right, Kiv's sussing his run out, because he started to struggle with the run in the last plays, so maybe he's trying to mix it up, try and throw Kiv off.
That's not a bad game plan. A 3-yard run now up the right side of the line. 3rd and 5. And Kiv looking to keep this drive moving forward. And once again, looking to put some points on the board. Looking to extend this lead a little bit. 3 in the TPCFL. Not really a very big lead, is it?
It's not. And we've seen closer games as well. So this could go anyway.
Dropping back his cousin, rolling out to the left side, throwing over his head, and this one's picked off. Oh my God, he went up and got it, cutting back to the left, back to the right again, and finally taking down Callahan. Comes down huge. With this one, he went up way high. What a beautiful play, and that will shift the momentum instantly.
The Bears' defense, there you go, see? Just don't expect it, out of nowhere, interception.
You said it early, and you meant it. Colby's making an example now. Throw over the middle, this one's caught, a great play there, wide open, shaking through and then ragdolling to the ground. You know, I know it's cold out there, maybe he had a little bit of a frostbite issue. Handoff, getting out to the left side now. A lot of room, pushing through for another first down. Back-to-back first downs on back-to-back big plays. 11 yards there. And from the 14, they've broken through the red zone. One in the backfield, one way off to the left, and a strong offensive line trailing off to the right side. Handoff again, trying to get out to the left, running backwards and being hit. That's a loss of 4 for Howard. His first carry of the night, and not a successful one. Didn't get the block he needed. It looks like that was a design play to go up the middle. He didn't see what he wanted, tried to get out to the left, and just didn't make anything of it. Same formation now. And swatted out of the air. Trubisky 1 for 6. 1 completion tonight. It was for 19 yards. A big, big play. We saw it just a couple plays ago. But this time an incompletion sets him in a 3rd and 14. Two out to the left, one to the right. Man in the backfield, the snap. 3 coming in fast, under pressure. He gets the ball away, and this one's caught, and he's got the first down. Oh, my God.
What a play.
He was being triple pressured. He got the ball away, right into his receiver's hands. Beautifully done. And that moves the ball all the way forward, deep in the red zone, deep in the red hot zone. The 2-yard line, lateral out to the right, trying to get past everybody and take it all the way back out of the red hot zone to the 10. Second and goal now, as a member of the Minnesota defense barrels down the camera. 2-minute warning. Chicago, 2nd and goal right now, 2 to the left, I formation, offensive line, strong on the right side. Handoff, trying to get right up the middle, and he's hit hard. A nice little pickup on the run up the middle there. Third and goal, Trubisky in the shotgun, Cohen to his left, 2 to the right, 1 to the left, the snap. It's a screen, not getting quite enough blocking, but he gets through anyway. What a beautiful play.
Wow.
Touchdown, Chicago. Cohen weaving a path nobody else could see. Putting 6 points on the board, and the extra point makes it 7-8 plays, 45 yards, 2 minutes, 42 seconds. It took them to walk that field. After a huge interception, they make good use of it, and they take a 4-point lead. This one being brought back out, trying to get right up the middle, getting through a lot of people, bringing it past the 25 to the 27. Not a bad place to start your drive.
Not at all. But now the pressure's on because we're coming up for like the second half. It makes you think now, okay, I've got to get up there. I've got to use this accordingly. I've got short time to do it in. How do I do it?
Great, great color analysis there. That is an extremely good point. And what we're going to be seeing here is Chicago get the ball after the half, so Minnesota has all their timeouts in 1:34. Do you eat clock? Do you try and drive down the field fast? How do you handle this situation?
I think for me, I would try and go for it.
Fair enough. Cousins attempts to run, picks up a single yard, a dangerous play. 2nd and 9 now. Hurry up offense. 1:15 on the snap. Handoff fake, looking downfield. He has time, rolling out, taking off again, getting towards the sideline, stepping out of bounds at the 34. Probably could have picked up the first. But more concerned was stopping the clock at 1:09. Do you agree with that play? Step out of bounds over getting the first down?
I would have probably gone for the first, then stepped out just for the clock.
Fair enough. So what I'm seeing is, even if, let's say he gets tackled in bounds after picking up the first, he got 3 timeouts left.
Right. And a minute is a big game time.
Slangel over on Mixer saying hi to everybody, and of course dropping a huge host. Thank you so much for sharing. That's how we continue to be the strongest league on Mixer, on YouTube, on Twitch. TPCFL is all about community. Cousins now in the shotgun. Cook to his right, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Snap, thrown out to the right side to Cook. That's a first down. He's knocked down. Timeout. Minnesota stops the clock at 1:03 with 40 from the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. Trailing by 4. Minnesota looking to make something of this drive. You got to believe they're not thinking 3 right now. Cousins takes the snap, dropping back to the 30, thrown over to the right side into triple coverage. This one bounces off of the hands of 2 Bears before falling harmlessly to the turf. And 2nd and 10 now after that incompletion. Luckily, it only cost him a couple of seconds, but man, was that a dangerous throw. Same formation now, the snap, throwing short over to the left side on the screen, gets past 1 guy, gets out to the sideline, 2 guys to get past, can't quite get out of bounds, so he's knocked down. Hurry up offense. They move the ball to the 45-yard line on that play. Same formation again. Man in motion all the way out to the right now. He was off to the right, took off towards the sideline. Now the throw over the middle. This one's almost intercepted. It's swatted out of the air into the hands of the Chicago defense, who's sliding and drops it. The clock stopped dead at 36 seconds. 2nd and 10, Minnesota.
Who starts with the ball in the second half?
Chicago.
So this will be huge if Colbus can stop this.
This is a very, very big set of plays right now. This drive could be a game changer. Snap, handoff fake, looking, bombing it into the end zone. There's 2 guys there to block. This one bounces off their fingertips. That's the 3rd. Should have been interception. Instead, incompletion. The clock once again terminates at 29 seconds. And still from the opponent's 45. Kiv is looking to reset that down counter. Play clock ticking below 5 seconds.
Cutting it close.
Snapped at 1. Dropping back, thrown over to the right side. This one swatted out of the air again. And more great defense by the Chicago Bears. And they're going to be forced to punt this one away. Matt Weil steps out. His 3rd year in the league. This one sails out of bounds just inside that pylon. And they're going to start this drive from the 20-yard line with 20 seconds left. Now, at this point, do you make a drive? Do you take some chances? Or do you head to the locker room?
I would take a knee at this point. Just play it safe.
Handoff, going for the run play. Keep that clock moving. And it does not look like they're going to call a timeout. Instead, they're going to take their lead, and they're going to take the ball back heading in to the second half. You are watching TPC Sports on TPC Sports on Mixer, on Twitch, and on YouTube. Head on over to tpcfootball.com for all your TPCFL needs, and of course on Twitter at TPCFL. Kivstyle versus Kolbis. Kolbis, the Bears, taking off right now from deep in the end zone, getting back to the 20. A beautiful juke. He had the block there too, but just not able to escape as he's taken down at the 22-yard line. And Langell on Facebook taking time out of his Red Rock Wrestling show to wish luck to both of these teams. I formation, handoff out to the right side. He's got tons of room. A beautiful juke move, shaking through the first guy and falling right into the arms of the second, but taken down after a 21-yard pickup.
That was a beautiful run by the Bears. And that right there is going back to what you were saying in the first. That is Colby's bread and butter right there.
But, you know, to not only do run plays, to keep Kiv on his toes, absolutely pivotal. I think that series where he went 3 and out with 3 passes might have been one of the big reasons why he's having so much success now.
I couldn't disagree with you at all there, Mida. Not at all.
And why would you? You're the one who made the point in the first place. I'm just copying you and putting my name on it. 2 out to the left now. Cohen just off to the right. Trubisky in the shotgun. Offensive line strong and trailing out to the right side. The snap, dropping back and throwing over to the left side. This one's picked off. An interception, and he's taken down at the 49. But Sendeo coming up huge there. What an amazing play. Picking up the interception and turning this game on its head. This is how Chicago scored. Will this be how Minnesota scores?
Just think if it is. I mean, look how close this score is already.
So close. Handoff, getting out to the right side. A little juke move pushes him forward an extra couple of yards. Moves him to the 44. They are on the opponent's side of the field after a 6-yard gain. Shane's Gaming having horror flashbacks to his game last night where he threw 6 interceptions, but to be fair, there were also 2 interceptions that he picked, plus he forced a fumble, so not really the whole story to have awful flashbacks like that. Slangell noting that there has been a lot of interceptions across all teams lately, and you know what? I kind of agree. That's a very good note. One out wide on either side. Cook way in the backfield, one offset to the left on the backfield from behind the center. The snap, throw over to the right side. This one's caught. Beautiful curl route. Well executed, perfect timing. And Thielen once again coming up big. Thielen is such a big part of this receiving team for the Minnesota Vikings. The big man pulling it in and making plays. Handoff now, trying to get out to the left, tripping over his own guy and falling down at the 35. Cook 8 rushes for 33 yards.
Cook is one good runner. I mean, when you look at the way Kiv uses him each game, it's just incredible.
It is indeed. Tonight, though, the Bears doing a pretty effective job at shutting him down, averaging 3 yards a carry. Not typical from Cook. Pistol.
Oh, totally.
Pistol formation now. Handoff fake. Thrown out to the left side. This one's almost intercepted. He should have had that. Leonard Floyd shaking his head. Right outside linebacker for the Bears. Not able to come up with this one. Disappointed in himself. Still, very great. Great jump to swat that one down out of the air. Once again, the effective passing defense by the Bears has been lights out. To the left, one to the right. Cook just off to the right of Cousins in the shotgun. Tight end on the right side of the offensive line. The snap. Looking downfield, throwing to this one once again. Swatted out of the air. What a play. Are you kidding me? Prince Amakamura, 9th year in the league. The 30-year-old cornerback with an amazing dive. And this field goal is into the net. That's 3 more points, Minnesota. What does it mean?
1 point game.
What does it mean when you're trailing in a game that's this tight to put 3 points up and make it a 1-point game?
It's horrible. I mean, I've been in this situation. The pressure's on. You've got to try and get that lead up again. But at the same time, you've got to try and keep that 1 point. And anything could go wrong. Like, with the interceptions in this game, this could be huge right now.
You know what? That's extremely good point. But it's also extremely important to remember that Minnesota had an interception there, stopped Chicago's first drive of this half, and turned it into points. That is a win in and of itself.
Especially when that was like the advantage to Colby. That's a big knock for Colby right now.
Absolutely. Run now up the middle. Howard makes up for the yards he lost his last time carrying it, picking up 4. Second and 6, 2:37 left here in the third quarter from the 29-yard line, Chicago. Looking to put some more points on the board, maybe open up their lead a little bit. 2 to the left, 2 in the backfield. Snap, handoff, pushing forward through a man, all the way down to the 35. That's going to be no! They bring out the chains and they hold up their hands, 3rd and inches.
There.
1 out wide on either side. I formation, offensive line strong on the right side. The snap, he's looking. Man coming in fast and he is sacked. He broke through the line. There were 2 coming in on the left and just not able to hold. Trubisky goes down, as does this drive. This punt is back. Received, and he steps out of bounds trying to turn to run upfield. And now, 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. Minnesota will get to work. Looking to turn this loss into a lead. Handoff trying to get out to the right side, taken down for a loss of 3. Once again, Cook just getting wrapped up. It is 2nd and 13 now. 2 take off to the right side. 1 to the left, 1 on either side of Cousins in the shotgun. Snap, dropping way back, thrown out to the left side, a screenplay, and that one's read like a book. Taken down way, way behind. 3rd and 6 now after a loss of 3. Nobody was fooled on that one.
Not at all. I'll tell you one thing, Mida. Looking at this has probably been one of the closest games through 3 periods. Not periods, quarters.
This has been an extremely close game, and a huge play. This one thrown over the middle, and it's knocked out of his hand. He caught the ball but couldn't hold on. He was hit too hard. Punting this one away. Returnable, bounces off his helmet and out of bounds.
So back and forward this game.
The Bears now with a unique chance to widen their lead. 18 seconds left here in the third. From the 32-yard line, they'll take the snap, handoff, trying to get up the middle and hit hard. Taking that at the 35, that's pick up a 3. Second and 7, 3 to the right. Cohen just off to the right, and they're not going to get the snap. Instead, we're going to head into the fourth here. Now's the time. Grab your drinks. It's the beverage hour, the fourth quarter. This is where everything gets intense, my friends. There it is. The call of the fourth.
Couldn't help but join you.
Second and 7 now. The snap. He's waiting. Trubisky looking, and he's sacked. Griffin shakes the tackle and takes him down. What an amazing play to take Trubisky down for a loss of 5. Look at him reach around the edge of the man trying to defend, and the offensive line couldn't contain. Shotgun, nobody in the backfield. Dropping back to the 20. Dropping back to the 15. Throwing it deep into double coverage. This one swatted out of the air. Another amazing diving play.
So these players have got trampolines on their feet.
Very hoppy today. And extremely effective. This one going to be returnable. Brought back to the 30. A juke move takes him down at the 32. Well done. And now Minnesota looks once again to try and turn this game in their favor. High formation, one wide on either side. The snap, the handoff, pushing forward and just wrapped up immediately. Cook, 2.9 yards per run so far here today. A loss of 1 there puts him below the 3 yards per rush. And stopping the run game, how much of a factor do you think that's played in the score we see right now?
It's huge, but both teams are doing it to each other. Both teams usually rely on runs. Both are getting stopped. Both are getting it's a really, really defensive game, and it's good to see.
Cousins 6 for 16 as we watch another incompletion thrown over the middle and just hit so hard he drops the ball. Now forced in a 3rd and 11 situation. It's punt after punt. I may have jinxed it early by mentioning punting before the game even started. But it works in my favor because I love a good defensive game. This is where the excitement is for me.
Yeah, it's very tactical, this game. And as you mentioned, both teams are very experienced at doing this against each other.
Another
They both know each other.
interception! Bears turning
That's
this one
huge.
around, getting some great blocking downfield, and finally taken out of bounds at the 39. But a massive interception puts him deep in the opponent's side of the field. I formation. Man in motion on the right side, heading all the way towards the middle. The snap, handoff, and the big man comes in and takes him down. Oh my goodness, I do not want to see Linval Joseph coming towards me like that. Second and 13 after the huge takedown. The snap here, looking, throwing over to the right side. This one's caught. Third and 3 now. Two take off to the left, one to the right. Trubisky directly behind the center with a man in the backfield. Offensive line strong on the right side. Miller in motion from the right towards the offensive line. The snap thrown out to the right side. There's a first down. A missed tackle and taken down at the 21. Staying in bounds. The clock will keep moving. 3:30 left to play here and counting.
That's a huge little play as well, because that's getting him even more closer to that kick if he needs to.
Colby eating clock here, stepping up to the line with 3 seconds left, takes the snap. Handoff out to the left side. He's got a whole lot of room, getting great blocking downfield. He's going to get down at the 10. Halfway through the red zone, right on the line that marks the place everyone loves to hear about, the red hot zone, the 10-yard line. Next stop, end zone. Handoff, pushing forward, no gain. Howard, he took a loss of 4 in his first attempt, a gain of 4 on his second, and nothing on his third so far. By the record books, 3 rushes, 0 yards.
I don't know about you, Mida, but this is the worst part of the field to be. The pressure here is always the worst.
Worst part for both teams. This is where the pressure amps up to 11, and this Vikings crowd is making it known that that's the case. Throw into the end zone, touchdown, Chicago! Trey Burton coming up huge, the tight end, making it into the end zone, finding the open space, filling it, and taking the catch right on the numbers, and the extra point makes it 7. 14-6. We have an 8-point game here with less than 2 minutes left in the fourth. All timeouts are on the board, and Kiv is going to take this one from deep in the end zone. He's taking it out. 15, the 20, and he's bodied at the 19. Moss did not look like he had the jets that Diggs had earlier in the game when he was taking those.
We've seen games like this, though, come down to the final 10 seconds and get a score.
That's true, and a touchdown +2 right now ties this game up and sends us to overtime. This is anybody's game. This is the TPCFL. Cousins, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. A man flanking on either side while he's in the shotgun. The snap, it's a screen. Does he get the blocking? He does. Weaving, getting to the 40, 45, 50. Almost back down to the 40 again. Taking it to the 43 on the opponent's side of the field. And a 38-yard gain on the slip screen. Well done, Minnesota.
Huge gain. Very good run.
That might have caught Colby off guard there. One wide on either side. Very strong offensive line. Equal on both sides. Cook off to the right. Handoff now. Taken off out to the left side. A beautiful juke move as the left side closed up on him to cut back in and pick up 9 yards. 2nd and 1 now. Hurry up offense. Same formation. Welcome to the chat, Red Hawk. This game is wild right now. Throw over to the right side. Oh, almost picked off. Bouncing off his hands and shaking his head. Aaron Lynch not happy with that one, but I'll tell you what, I'd be happy to have swatted that one down and forced a 3rd and 1.
What do you do at a point like this?
You got 3 timeouts, you got 1:25, and you're down by 1 touchdown and 2-point conversion. You take your time and you put points on the board. No time to panic. And when you're a veteran like Kiv, panic isn't in your vocabulary. This throw swatted down again. More great defense by Chicago. They had everything covered. Stone Future saying, what a game. Could not agree more. TPCFL delivers every single time. Handoff attempt. This one's going to be really close. I don't think they're going to give it to him. They don't. Chicago takes over at the 33. And with an 8-point lead, Minnesota has plenty of time. They can chew the clock. Or Chicago does. Minnesota's going to have to prevent that to the best of their ability. You got to believe there's run plays coming now. Handoff trying to get to the right side. Taken down behind the line. 2nd and 2 now. Timeout Minnesota. Clock dead at 1:13. I formation offensive line strong over to the right side. Handoff fake. Looking downfield. Throwing over to the middle. And this one's caught. A big, huge first down there. What a clutch play. Almost every single other player would run the ball there. Keep the clock moving. Not Colby. Colby takes the moment. Knows that's what Kiv's anticipating. And makes the first down happen. Forcing him to take the timeout. Another timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. That, my friends, should be the end of this game.
You know, both teams, fair play, round of applause to them. They gave them a hell of a game tonight.
Absolutely they did. So well done. Once again, if you guys aren't following yet, drop that follow, subscribe, wherever you are. You will not regret it. TPCFootball.com is where it's at. So we watch the clock run out on this game. Pat O'Donnell steps back on the field, but I don't imagine he's going to be dropping this ball, putting it in the air. Congratulations, Colbus 1984, on your victory. And an amazing game by Kiv Style. Both of these guys, you can see their tags at the bottom of the screen. Head on over to mixer.com/that name and follow these guys. They are so good at what they do. They play other games as well, so you will not regret it. While you're at it, head on over and check out Commando Slippy. Thank you so much for joining me here today, buddy.
Oh, not a problem. It's always an honor and especially, to actually be here to commentate such a great game. It's always a pleasure.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to take a quick look at these stats here. Cousins did not have a good game. Technically, neither of them did. Total offense pretty similar. Both of these teams so similar. 7 first downs, under 90 passing yards, just over 50 rushing yards. Man, this was such an even game. Turnovers were a big game changer there. And of course, my favorite stat, third down conversions once again in favor of the winning team. That, I believe, is where games are won or lost.
Mm-hmm.
That one turnover may have been the difference between this one-score game. And of course, when you're scoring 2 out of 2 times you're in the red zone and your other team doesn't even get in the red zone. Wow, look at the possession time. Down to the second. What a great game. Thank you guys so much for tuning in here today. I hope to see you in the future. Any last parting words, Slippy?
Well, you know what this means now, Mida. We're coming into the playoffs time.
We are. We have one more week of regular football next week, and then it's all playoffs for the TPCFL, and that is one exciting time. I can't wait for that.
I'm excited.
I am as well. That'll do it for us here at the TPC Sports Broadcast Booth. My name's Ben Meter. He's Commando Slippy. And thank you guys for watching, and I hope you all have an outstanding rest of your night.